Hey, I'm glad you could join us. So, the cards we're going to make today. All right. Oops. Hold on. It's getting away. Sorry about that. So, this is one of them today we're going to make. I'm going to bring in the stamp set so you can see. We are going to be using this beautiful little flower here in the Daisy Lane and the matching stalk. So, we're going to do that. And we're going to make it in Blackberry Bliss. And oh my gosh, my favorite Rococo Rose, which is sadly leaving. Get it before it's gone. Oh my gosh, get it before it's gone. Gloomy day, Gail. What's going on over there? It's gorgeous over here. But I guess maybe the weather is coming from you to me. So I know maybe tomorrow is going to be a gloomy day. But today is sunny. But don't worry, Gail, you're here with us and we're going to make cards. So we're going to be doing that, and let's check out the next one. The next one we're going to make is with the punch. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that a gorgeous, gorgeous flower? And this is with the Just Jade. True Colors Just Jade, Melon Mambo. And we're going to be using this gorgeous fern, like absolutely gorgeous fern. And we're going to use the large medium daisy that they call it, and the smaller one, and we're going to punch it out. So these are going to be really fantastic. And you'll see on this card that I have embossed some of the Just Jade, and we'll take a closer look as we go along. So hopefully, if you don't have the Daisy Lane set and the punches and you want them, let me know. Don't forget, new catalogs are coming out. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you need a catalog, please let me know at northernstamper@gmail.com. I would love, love, love to send one out to you. So my name is Tina Kavergich, Northern Stamper, and I am located just east of Toronto. So let's get started. And let's start with, I think, the easiest one. Let's start with this one. Okay. So what you're going to need is your card base. So I've chosen Rococo Rose, the opposite of what the one I had over there. So I have my card base. I have my mat, which is cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. It looks like a little shorter than that, but and then I have a white piece, okay, which is cut down 1/8 from that. And we're going to start stamping on the basic white. So I'm going to make sure that I keep you in the camera. So I'm going to start with the white. And let's pop out the flowers. Oh, these have been used so much. I love, love, love the daisies. Oh my gosh. And let's get the stem. And maybe let's grab a sentiment. This one says friend. The other one says smile. So I'm going to grab the friend one because I made a friend today. I'm so excited. So excited. I made a couple of friends today. And I'm going to actually send them some cards to my new friends, Leslie and Shelley. So I'm going to put this on a block. Always remember to make sure that the block is the right size, not too large. So this is a longer one, so I'm putting it on a block H. So there we go. I'm going to put it like that. And so this one is much larger. I'm not going to use the block I because it's too large and I don't want to get any ink around the edges. And look at my block. It really needs to be clean. So I'm going to toss this in the dishwasher, put it in. The heat of the water will clean everything off. So you can see how much I stamp and glue and everything like that. So I'm going to take a look for a block that fits my little flower. So there's that one. And that is block B. Oh, see, it uses, I've used it so much, it's losing its sticky. So I just wet it a little bit and placed it on there. So, and you'll notice I put this on an angle because I've always said I put that on because this way it forces me to look at the stamp set itself as opposed to putting it on straight with the block. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it just forces me to do that different. So I put those on the block, and let's get our inks. So I wonder what new colors they're coming out with. I'm so excited. I have a feeling one of them is going to be like a papaya color, and that's going to be gorgeous with some of the yellows. Wouldn't that be a gorgeous? Have you ever seen the inside of a papaya? Oh, I hope it's one of those colors, like an orange yellow and stuff like that. That's going to be so cool. Okay, so I have my colors, Blackberry Bliss, Rococo Rose, and I'm using Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so I'm going to actually start with the Pear Pizzazz. Oh, you know what? I'm going to start with the flowers because last time I did that, I misaligned some of the stems. You wouldn't notice that. You wouldn't really know, but I did for myself. So I'm going to start with a flower, and I'm going to put it in the middle. So I'm going to start here. You know what? My cat, that little cat, is like the little cat, Willow, the black one. She's going to be like, she's like a little monster. Like, I see black cat hair everywhere here. She jumped up on my table and, oh, she wanted some love. So I petted her, and now I got black cat hair everywhere. I was making a card last night, and I was gluing, and there were like, it looks like I glued a cat into my card. So, that was something else, man. She's cute as a button, but holy cow, I think, love her to pieces, but yeah, she is, she's something, I gotta tell you. So I am using, actually, there is 2 different ways to clean your stamps. Okay, so there is a one which is the chamois. Okay, it's purple. It's $11. It's awesome. I like this one. This is a Stampin' Scrub with a spray. Okay, I've had actually this spray now for 3 years, so I'm almost out. And what I find that it really gets into the nooks and crannies of all the little pieces of the stamps. The chamois is fantastic too, but I like afterwards doing a really good clean with my Stampin' Scrub. Okay, so I did the one color in Rococo Rose, and now I'm doing Blackberry Bliss. Okay. And I'm going to do one on either side. So I'm going to go a little higher, and I'm going to angle it differently. Oh, that color. Oh, my goodness. So, and I'm going to go a little higher on this side so that they're kind of facing into each other. Now, don't forget that I've got a lot of events coming up. I have changed some of my class schedule and stuff. Just to accommodate a lot of people and stuff like that. So check them out. I got my birthday event coming up, which is sold out. And I've got a bingo coming up. I have a games night coming up. Every month I'm going to have something new. So check it out. And oh, this Friday is mystery card night. You don't want to miss that. Your dog fur, Betty's dog's fur gets in everywhere. Yeah, I know, huh? It's a little piece of love in every card. Okay, so I'm going to now, this is the tough part. I'm going to put my stem into the flower. I'm going to try, it went in a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to try and go a little bit lower. Oh, see, that one was perfect. And this one, I'm going to angle it a little bit, so I don't want it to go completely in, and it goes down here. So that's pretty good. And what I'm going to do, since I have that, as I got the stamps out, I also want to use my little stamp with a sentiment. Now, I see here I've kind of overlapped. You won't really notice that because I'm going to put a ribbon and a sentiment on top of it. So don't worry too much about it. Now, remember, a lot of people think that when you make cards, they got to be perfect. No, they don't. They don't have to be perfect. That is the great part of a handmade stamp, is because, oh, look at that. That's a different color altogether. Every card is unique. And that's the great thing about handmade stamps, handmade cards. They're all unique. So, okay, I'm going to go with Rococo Rose for my sentiment. And I'm just going to use, see, now, this is where it comes in. I'm just going to do it just along there, and I'm going to cut that. Alrighty. Okay. Like I said, handmade cards do not have to be perfect. That is part of the niceties of them, because they're made with love, right? So don't be too hard on yourself when you create a card. Oh, look, there's cat hair. Okay, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Now, one of the items I'm going to use to cut that is, it's a punch, and I think it ran away. It is a punch with, okay, it's got 2 on here, so I can choose which shape I would like. I really like this one. So, and I'm just going to slide it in and line it up and punch. So that's okay. Maybe I'll go a little closer. Just a smidgen closer. Okay. I am not very good at doing like tails and stuff, so these little punches work great. I have a feeling this one needs to become a little closer too. So these tag punches type deals are really, really useful. I like punches a lot. So look at that. Doesn't that look like a really cute kind of sentiment tag? Now, I want the same kind of look behind it. So this is a little bit larger. I'm going to cut that down a little bit. One sec. Don't go away. And so I'm going to cut that down, and I'm going to do the same thing with this cardstock as I did for this one. So look, see, it matches almost exactly. So I'm going to cut this out right about there a little bit. So as I cut off the punch, I'm not going to be cutting too much. So I'm going to look, because I don't want to take off too much and make it too short. Okay. All right, so we're going to pop that on there. So look at that. So there's a little bit of a frame now that you can see. Okay. And I'm actually going to glue that down at the moment so I don't lose it. I don't want to lose that piece. Okay. And because it would have been white on white. Oh, come on. I would have lost it on the paper. See, when you put it white on white, you kind of lose it a little bit. So that's why I put a bit of the colored cardstock behind it. Now, before I put this on, I am going to grab some ribbon. Okay. And, where the heck did my ribbon go? I had special ribbon that I wanted to use. I wanted to use this kind of ribbon. The white one with the polka dots. Well, apparently the white one with the polka dots is not around. So I will go with the next best thing that I have is just jade. And you know what? It'll match pretty good. Look at that. It's still a little darker, but that's okay. So I am going to just wrap that around and tape it on the back. Can you see it? Oh, it's too low. Sorry. I have a bad habit of doing that. Okay. Right? Come on. See? Sometimes things just... Oh, my goodness. That's a little bit off. So, maybe I had too much coffee this morning. Everything is very exciting today. So, there we go. Fix that problem. Ah, there. Perfect. Now I'm gonna actually make a little bow, and then hey, my fingers almost match. And then I'm gonna put that on top. So make my little bunny ears, and then kind of pop it around into the hole. And that's a little bit long, so I'm gonna pull back on the tails, and then I'm gonna pull on the ears and back on the tail. Keep going until it's the size that you want. So I am going to just cut it off there. Okay. So now all I have to do now is actually with my mini glue dots. Okay, I'm going to pop that on with the little ribbon. Okay. And I found when I made the first card, oh, I pop that on there, that I needed to actually pop one of these mini glue dots just underneath the ribbon, because you can't quite tell, but it is kind of popping up a little bit. So I'll stick that underneath just to hold it down. Okay. Now let's move on to our dimensionals, onto the back of the sentiment. Are you with me, ladies? Alrighty. Hope I'm not going too fast. If I am, you can just rewind. And let's pop that on here. Tuck it under. If I really want that ribbon to sit somewhere else, I would pop a little glue dot underneath, or maybe tuck it underneath like that. Sometimes the ribbons go kind of like wild, so you need to force them in with little glue dots underneath. Okay, so I have that on there. Oh, look at that. Look at the color. That looks like it's a floating head. How can I fix that? I'll think about it. I will think about it. So I'm going to put that on my card base. And I just noticed something, that my sentiment is floating also. Whoop. I'm going to actually put another dimensional under that to kind of hold it the other way. So bear with me. Just going to tuck that underneath. All right. Hold on. It's just that the sentiment is going the other way. Oh, somebody's calling me. Is it you? One of my friends? Are you calling me? Okay, so we got that all done. And now I'm going to put it on the card base itself. Okay, so I'm going to glue that. There we go. I'm using the Seal Plus, as I keep always telling everybody. You don't need that much. It is super, super great sticky glue. Okay, and it's crooked. If you don't press too hard and you pull it off, you can always readjust it. So there we go. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we can add some Wink of Stella if we want. I would suggest doing just dabs. Okay, just a little bit of dabs. I'm going to do that just in the middle. You do, see, that's what's happening. You don't want to smush. You just want to dab. Okay, because it will run the ink. So dab, dab, dab. So I'm just going to do that. And maybe if I have some little embellishments, see what I got kicking around here. What could I do? I got a whole bunch. Let's see. I got these ones. Oh, look at that. I got these ones. Oh, you could definitely see. Yeah, look at that. I could put those onto there if I, oh, you know what? I'm going to put one down here. So why not use up those embellishments that you have? And, see, you only need like really one. Well, this one's really pretty too. That's the rhinestone. So add some embellishments. There we go. And that's that one card. So let's get the original card done. So now I've done one of each color on the opposite. So this is on the matte base of Blackberry Bliss. And this is on the, oh, that's why. I have to cut this one down. So I'm going to move that a little bit. And that's on the card base of Rococo Rose. So there we go. How about that? Which one do you like? I shall post it later and ask this or that. Which one do you like?